Hello everyone and welcome to my live reaction for the 2024 Melbourne Cup Barrier Draw, coming off a brilliant derby day. I'm not actually sure where it's being streamed this year because Racing.com obviously lost their rights today on the Foxtel and the KO and 7 Plus and all that, so I'm not sure whether they're back online yet. Channel 9 have been doing the coverage all day. I'm not sure whether they're televising it. I looked on Andrew Bensley's Twitter and he said that the barrier draw was available to listen to via the RSN radio, so that's what I've got on at the moment, and that's supposed to start at 6:15. So we've still got 14 minutes before the barrier draw. Since the last race on Derby Day, we've figured out the final field for the Melbourne Cup. Vauban, Buckaroo, Circle of Fire, Warp Speed, Kovalika, Sharp and Smart, Just Fine, Land Legend, Absurd, Athabaskan, Knight's Choice, Akita Sushi, One Smooth Operator, Zardozi, Sea King, Valiant King, Fancy Man Interpretation, Manzoice, Mostly Cloudy, Positivity, St. George, The Map, and Trust in You. So, in what looked like at one stage we wouldn't get 24 horses with the amount of horses being taken out, we have got there. Maharajan was scratched this morning on Vet's advice. One Smooth Operator was in doubt yesterday. So it's been a very weird week in the lead up for the Melbourne Cup, but we're here. We've made it, and it's only 3 days away, and I can't wait to work on the Melbourne Cup preview and share my tips with all you guys, because last year I did pretty well. Got the Quinella not in order. I had Soulcombe ahead of Without a Fight, and Soulcombe ended up running second. Without a Fight ended up winning. The year before that I tipped Deauville Legend, which ran fourth, but I had Gold Trip in for second, which won at $21. The year before that was pretty disappointing for me. I got on Incentivize and he didn't. There was something wrong with him. Didn't have Very Elegant anywhere near my top four. I think I actually said Very Elegant. I don't think it's got any chance. So, yeah, that was a moment to forget, but I've improved since then. Jamie asked, what's Goba win? Well, I'm going to wait till my preview to come out to let all of you know who my top selection will be. Otherwise, it's a bit of a spoiler. So we'll wait until then. I'll just see what RSN's up to. They're doing an interview with someone. But Derby Day, what a day. I've somewhat bounced back into form. I got 4 winners today. In a card where I thought, I'll be lucky to get 1. 4. I ended up with 4. Those who don't follow me on the YouTube community, I managed to switch on this morning from from Jimmy Star to Another Will, and that, well, was a good move because Another Will took out race 4. Got the winner of race 5, Treasure the Moment. It was my Matt Laurie theory. Why is he running it at 2,000 metres? Well, that was why. Because he thought it was an Oaks filly, and it upstaged the favourite Powers of Opal. I got the winner of the Coolmore, Switzerland. Again, my theory worked. The horse that was targeted for this race started its campaign in New South Wales, and was third up, peaking into the Coolmore, and got a Tissue, who just managed to pip Amelia's Jewel on the line, but it was a good win. Jamie says got Lake Forest at 26s. So did I. I backed Lake Forest each way. I actually liked Lazat in the race, the French horse, but usually when William Haggis comes over here with a horse like a Dabe and Dubai Honor, just to name a couple, they're really good horses. And I just looked, $31 about a William Haggis horse. I said, I'm just going to have something each way because I know that William Haggis's horses always do well. So I put something small each way on, and it managed to win. Had to survive a protest, but that's alright. The protest was never getting upheld anyway. How good was Zardozi's run today? It was very good. I thought the stable, Godolphin stable, had little to no intention of winning today, especially from the draw. They were going to be out the back last, and managed to creep up the inside into 5th, I believe. So, yeah, it was a good pipe opener for Tuesday, definitely. But what better way to celebrate 4 winners on Derby Day than with a cold one? And the Stubby Holders Flying Mascot as well, our best horse that we've had. So it's 6:05, 9 minutes now away from the draw, which is going to be very interesting because it's a wide open Melbourne Cup, and as every year goes by, we're just going to see how the horses that are supposed to be right on speed, if they draw decent gates, if they draw wide, their price probably inflates a bit. Same with the back markers. If they draw in, or even the very outside, their price is going to change. So I already know the horses that I like in my mind, so I'll be hoping and praying for a decent draw for all of them, because on the Melbourne Cup preview, which I'm going to put up tonight, it's going to be obviously the preview, looking at race replays, my top 4, but also going to be included is, well, obviously the market and speed map as well, like I always do. I'm going to add in a phantom call at the end, which is, if you don't know what a phantom call is, it's basically a half visualizer of how the race is going to go. It's like a Matt Hill call when he goes to the pubs and like Phantom calls the Cox Plate the day before it's being run. Like Pride of Jenny in front, Prognosis is trying, but Pride of Jenny holds on and stuff like that. Obviously Pride of Jenny didn't do that, lost by 20 lengths or something like that. But I'm going to try to do one of those for the Melbourne Cup, and I don't know why, just for some fun, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to add in a phantom call and a few other extra statistics that I want to look at. Vauban and Buckaroo on top for me. I'm not going to comment because I don't want to spoil anything of my opinions until my preview comes out, but they're 2 very good chances. Thoughts on Kovalika? Yeah, it's all right. My main question mark is the 3,200. You've said their bloodline looks good to stay. It does. I don't think it's ever seen more than 2,400 in its career from memory. Queensland Derby winner, so maybe it could get out to that trip. It's never been tried before, so we'll see, but that's the only spoiler I give away. I don't have Kovalika in my top 4. Have a live multi with Switzerland, with St. George, the place in the Cup, got 20-1 place a week ago. Well, that is very good. You would have been very overjoyed to see that it got in, unless you put the multi on after you knew St. George was going to get a run. But it's that even of a Cup and that weak of a Cup field that, St. George could do something. Anything could probably fall into second or third. You've got your good chances, and then because of just how lacking of depth the Cup field is, I think anything can fill the minor spots. So it'll be an interesting Cup. We're 6 minutes away. What can I do for 5 minutes until then? Prior to... Oh, that's even better, Johnny. That's even better, mate. You'll be overjoyed to hear that St. George got a place in the Cup, I guess, when the news came out. 5 minutes ago, what can I do? Probably recap Derby Day. I've said my winners, but maybe recap the races. The first race, Fangirl 2.0, Aliana, did the exact same thing as Fangirl, settled last, stormed down the outside to win by 3 lengths. After Fangirl's Carbine Club win, she went for a spell. Aliana's going to push onto the 1,000 Guineas. Now, the 1,000 Guineas was still in October in Fangirl's year, so maybe Fangirl would have pushed onto the 1,000 Guineas if the 1,000 Guineas was in November in 2021. It'll be interesting to see. We'll move on to race 2 because my horse, well, I don't part own it, but Benagil, clearly the best finisher in that, what's it called? The Vanity. The Vanity. It was clearly the best finisher. 1,600 metres suits. I was a bit worried that it'll bump into Aliana, though, in the 1,000 Guineas. So it's sort of probably going to be a 1x3, 1x4 for me. Benagil in the 1,000 Guineas. Race 3 on the card was taken out by Mahaba. Flew up the inside. Ray Magnerio. Gee, it was a sick beat if you're on Ray Magnerio. That's 2 in a row now for Ray Magnerio. My 2 horses, Spacewalk and Star Patrol, did naught. Race 4 was taken out by another Will. Brilliant win because it should have won by further. It got held up at the top part of the straight. And what a story. Cole McKenna passed away, unfortunately. I think it was during the week. And for Jamie Carr to get a win in her colours, for Kieran Maher to get a win in his colours, it was an unbelievable moment. And I think everyone knew another Will and Jimmy Star were going to Quinella the race, but another Will proved too strong. Race 5, Treasure of the Moment, very good, beating Powers of Opal, as I've already alluded to. My Matt Laurie theory worked. Switzerland, very good, winning the Coolmore. My third up, New South Wales down to Victoria, Peking story worked there. Race 7, the Derby, Gold Rush Guru, very good win. Scary was looming up, and I knew I had it in the quaddie, so I was sort of getting half excited, but Gold Rush Guru was very good. Race 8, a Tissue, very good, nailing Amelia's Jewel on the line. 2,000 metres next week in the Champion Stakes. It's going to run into Via Sistina, so I'm not sure. I think it can run into a place. I don't think anyone's catching Via Sistina, especially if she's as good as what she was last week in the Cox Plate. And finally, the last race, Isthmus, was very good, winning. It didn't get bumped today, so it didn't get scared. It won very well. Sons Doot was my best of the day. Look, I just thought the race didn't set up for it. J-Mac got caught in behind some slow horses. It never really got a clear run. Didn't get to build momentum where it usually does down the straight at Flemington, and that cost it. Follow Isthmus because I actually think it's a Group 1 horse in the making, just like a horse like Barraquil. I think it's a Group 1 horse in the making, but I think Isthmus, after today, definitely a Group 1 horse in the making. Did Switzerland onto a Tissue. Bet365 was offering 33s. Well, that's very good. That's very good, Jamie, because they both won. So, well done, mate. Hello, Sky High Horse Racing. How are you? And then, Johnny, you're a good judge going on today's results. Wow. I was a good judge today. The last year in a row of Saturdays, I haven't got 4 winners, I don't think, at all. So, from all my on-top selections. So, no, it was a good day. And I'm heading into Melbourne Cup Day, which that Melbourne Cup Day previewing all 10 races preview will be up tomorrow morning. Heading into that full of confidence. For those that just tuned in late, I'm listening to the Barrier Draw on RSN Radio, so I'm going to be holding my phone up to my ear. Probably starting now because Barrier Draw is meant to be very soon. Unless someone knows, does anyone know if it's being broadcasted on either Channel 9 or Racing.com? Because that'll make it a lot easier. If anyone knows that, let me know. Does anyone have any idea about Channel 9 or Racing.com? Sky High, do you have any coverage on either Channel 9 or .com? They're doing something on Racing.com, but I'm not sure if it's the Barrier Draw. Oh no. Oh yeah, it is on Channel 9. Hold on. It's on 9 Go. Quick, get on. Right, that worked out well. I didn't know if it was being broadcasted or not, but looks like it's going to be on 9 Go, so I have coverage. We are winners. That's another win today. Woohoo! Alright. Oh, Johnny. Well, we found something, brother. We found something on 9 Go. Michael Felgate is hosting it, and we are in the Flemington Mounting Yard. I can't obviously broadcast it on YouTube because of all the copyright policies. My channel will probably get banned if I did that, so I'm going to have to commentate. If anyone wants to watch the live barrier draw, head to Channel 9 Go. Channel 9 Go is the Melbourne Cup Barrier Draw if you want to watch it and have live coverage of it. If you just want to hear me commentate it, you can stay here if you want. Or you can do a split screen. You can have both if you have that ability. Here we go. The traditional Salmonator live reaction to the Melbourne Cup Barrier Draw is about to start for another year. I think we hit 64 concurrent viewers at one stage, which is my highest ever. So I appreciate each and every one of you that is tuning in right now. It means the world to me. They're running through the field for the 5th time. I'll do it as well because we have nothing else to do at the moment. Vauban, Buckaroo, Circle of Fire, Warp Speed, Kovalika, Sharp and Smart, Just Fine, Land Legend, Absurd, Athabaskan, Knight's Choice, Okita Sushi, One Smooth Operator, Zardozi, Sea King, Fancy Man, Interpretation, Man Zoyce, Mostly Cloudy, Positivity, St. George, The Map, and Trust in You. Alright, they're bringing the guy up that's going to... Rob Montgomery, the chief steward, is going to draw the number out of the barrel. I've met Rob Montgomery before. He's actually really nice. He seems really scary, but he's a really nice guy. Interpretation. Horse number 18 is going to get the first gate of the Melbourne Cup. What has he got? 14 for Interpretation. That's actually a very good gate. Interpretation has drawn gate 14. I might bold this all so you can see. Oh, hold on. What have I done there? Vauban is the next one. This is a big one because Vauban's right in the market. What's he going to do? 11 for Vauban. That is pretty much perfect. Very good draw for Vauban. Americane, the last horse to win from barrier 11. Next barrier is Sharp and Smart, the New Zealander, the Victorian Derby place getter from 2 years ago. 15. Pretty good for Sharp and Smart because it is a horse that likes to get from midfield to back, so it's going to be on the outside of horses. Very good draw. 9. Absurd is the next horse. The Willie Mullins trained galloper. Can it draw next to its stablemate or at least a good gate? It can. It's drawn gate 7. Very good for Absurd. Gate 7 is a very good gate for that horse. Here we go. Second favourite, One Smooth Operator. His barrier is being drawn now. 12. He's drawn gate 12 right in the middle. Very good draw for the operator. Next one up is Manzois. Won his way into the field this morning through the scratching of Marajan. I'm not sure who's riding Manzois at the moment, but he's drawn very well. Gate number 8. Basically every horse is taking up the good gates. Trust in You, the next one. For the people that are just tuning in, if you want to watch the live coverage of the Melbourne Cup, like in the middle of the Flemington Mounting Yard, Channel 9 Go is the place to go to watch it. Barrier 5 for Trust in You. We haven't had a bad gate yet. There's been no gates right along the inside. There's been no gates right 20 plus. Circle of Fire, the Sydney Cup winner. The Melbourne Cup favourite for most of the winter months. And it is... it's almost out of the race. It's drawn gate 24. Not good for Circle of Fire. Zardozi, the next one. Darren Hayes mentioned its slashing run today in the Empire Rose. It was very good finishing off, and it draws gate 4. Alright, it might have wanted to draw a bit further outside for in a 24 horse field is back on the inside, but still, it's not gate 1. We hit 100 concurrent viewers. How good is that? Thank you so much, everybody. 104 now. Jeepers. This is awesome. I forgot which horse is being drawn next. Mostly Cloudy has gate 16, so it's a horse that gets to midfield anyway, so I guess it's not bad, but probably want to draw further in. Akita Sushi is the next one up. And it's drawn 10. That is almost the perfect barrier, I reckon. Akita Sushi's done very well. You can watch the barrier draw on 9 Go. Channel 9 Go is the place to go. St. George is the next one. Whose place multi was that? Johnny Barker's place multi with St. George in Switzerland. What barrier is St. George going to get? The girl drawing the barriers lost her hat in the wind. Nine for St. George. Johnny Barker's Switzerland into St. George. The place looks very promising. Fancy Man is the next one. Didn't run too bad in the Caulfield Cup, Fancy Man. What barrier will it draw? 19 for Fancy Man. Not ideal. $11 is Knight's Choice. It's an outsider, let's be fair. We'll see what barrier it takes up. Hopefully an outside gate. 6. Gee, all the good barriers are being taken up. We've still got Buckaroo and Sea King and all them to be drawn. Land Legend, they're going to draw outside gates, most likely. Athabaskan is the next one up to bat. He will be the next draw. Barrier 2 for Athabaskan. Can probably settle closer in the run, but will need luck. The map is the next one. Not sure what's going on in the live chat, up 2 or 3 messages. Do you work for Racing Victoria? I do not, Paul. I don't work for Racing Victoria, no. Oh, that's bad luck for the map. Sorry, yeah, the map. Bad luck for the map. The South Australians will not be happy with that. Next one is... Well, I just spat it. Sorry, I just spat everywhere. Hopefully no one saw that on camera. Positivity is the next one. What barrier does Positivity get? There's still a few outside gates to be drawn. It's drawn gate 20. Not ideal for Positivity. It'll go forward. It'll probably be 5 wide at the 400-metre mark on the first occasion and need to get across. Horse number 4 is the next one. Warp Speed, the Japanese. Wasn't suited on the soft track in the Caulfield Cup. Barrier 3, it's done pretty well. Can settle closer in the run, on speed. The next one is Valiant King. I don't think it's in any way related to Seeking. And it's drawn 22, so not good for Seeking. Not good for Valiant King. As we've still got a few to be drawn. Kovalika is the next one. The barriers left to go are 1, 13, 17, 18, and 21. The best out of them, I reckon, is 13. 17 is for Kovalika, so it'll have to be probably off midfield and blending into it. 8 is the next one, Land Legend. Land Legend. It's in the market. So we'll see how it goes. We've got 1, 13, 18, and 21 to be drawn. $18 for Land Legend. Not ideal, but at least it's not 21. Here we go. Here's the favourite, Buckaroo. Does he get 1, 13, or 21? Does he get a bad gate, a decent gate, or a tricky gate in gate 1? We'll see. He's got the bad gate. 21 for Buckaroo. Not ideal. We've got Seeking and we've got Just Fine to go. And it's Just Fine. Will Just Fine get gate 1? It'll probably prefer gate 13 to be fair, because it can work across at its own pace. It's got gate 13, which means Seeking has got the inside barrier. So that's the barrier draw. All done and dusted. Seeking's got gate 1. So this is the barriers for the Melbourne Cup. Vauban, gate 11. Buckaroo, the favourite, gate 21. Circle of Fire's got the car park, 24. Warp Speed, 3. Kovalika's got 17. Sharp and Smart, 15. Just Fine's got 13. Land Legend has got 18. We've got Absurd out of gate 7. Athabaskan out of gate 2. Knight's Choice gate 6. Okita Sushi gate 10. One Smooth Operator gate 12. Zardosi gate 4. Seeking the inside gate 1. Valiant King 22. Fancy Man 19. Interpretation gate 14. Manzois gate 8. Mostly Cloudy gate 16. Positivity gate 20. St George gate 9. The Map gate 23. And Trust in You gate 5. Well, that concludes the Salmonators live reaction to the 2024 Melbourne Cup Barrier Draw. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much to everyone that tuned in. 130 concurrent viewers at one time. That is absolutely amazing. And until next video, bye for now. See you for the preview.